This is the pinnacle. This is what everybody plays for. A single kill, a single bullet, a single split second can change the outcome of a match.
This is the one tournament of the year that's crucial to like every single team, just because of the prizes at stake.
There truly are millions and millions of people around the world who want to watch esports.
There's nothing else that will really compare to this event.
This is the big leagues. This is their World Cup.
The Olympics of esports.
There's a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion compacted into a short 5-minute game.
The Call of Duty space, that is more than true.
The Call of Duty Championship is a culmination of a bunch of competitions where all these players from around the world are competing to be the top team. We have $1 million pool set, so these guys definitely want to get in the top 3.
Their face, it's like a rotation of complexity, just smacking all-stars around. It's
you can't flank them. They know it.
Competitive gaming is huge. In the United States alone, it's grown exponentially in the past few years. You know, with Activision holding $1 million tournaments and large sponsors coming into the arena of esports.
Major League Gaming's the largest esports organization in the world, and we produce and sanction esports competitions all over the world, and we have our own global broadcast system called MLG.TV. The real origination of esports was probably in South Korea.
Korea has definitely set the standard for competitive gaming. Players are earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a year just for playing League of Legends, for example.
Tommy picks up a big kill and
Esports has really grown because it's a team sport. There's something very interesting about a group of humans working together to accomplish a goal.
These pro players, they're all good. They're all really great, and you can't just have one player who's going to carry your team.
If you're playing with people that you don't like on your team, Call of Duty is already so frustrating because it's a game of 1 to 2 milliseconds that if you're frustrated all the time and your teammates are yabbing in your ear, it's just really tough.
You need somebody who's a vocal leader, someone who commands respect. They're your quarterback, they're your captain, they're the ones that call the plays. When you start getting into the pro levels, gun-on-gun skill is pretty comparable. What it really comes down to are the small things, communication and strategy.
You watch some of the best players in the world and they just talk so fast. They talk faster than I do when I'm casting. You're trying to track 4 players on that map at all times.
Also, hyping your team up, giving yourselves the momentum, making other teammates feel good, complimenting them in order to raise their game.
You kind of see the difference between a team who are screaming and getting pumped up and a team who have got their heads down. You're faster, you're quicker, you're confident, you're not hesitating, you're not making mistakes because you're just going for it. If you've got your heads down, you're more likely to lose.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
We're looking for professionalism. And when you're dealing with esports, you have a lot of adolescents. And as a result, the maturation process may not be there yet. You have to go through a long vetting period just to make sure that they're going to represent you, your brand, very well.
We're the best team here. We clutch up when it matters. 6-0, final map. We're going to win this.
The US scene is ahead of the European scene and other scenes in terms of professionalism.
They treat it more as a sport and an occupation than a hobby. And Europe is just starting to actually adopt that mentality.
In the MLG season, they're playing 3 nights a week in online tournaments. They're playing most weekends in Pro Point series.
It's one of the most stressful things in the world. It's 7 days a week, 8 to 10 hours a day, and people don't understand that. They're like, what you do is so easy.
If you want to be a top player, and you can't come on 5 nights a week, top teams don't want to know.
Exactly a year ago, actually, at this same event, we weren't full-time gamers. We were all college students. We focused on school, our personal lives, and then we had so much success in 2013 that we kind of agreed, like, hey, this is a serious job for us, and this is where we can be extremely profitable and make a career that not many people get a chance to do.
Some players are on a salary, but it's also supplemented largely by advertisement revenue from sites such as YouTube.
People can make a very, very good living if they know how to do YouTube, know how to do Twitch.tv, streaming, live streaming.
So it's as much for a professional player about entertainment as it is about skill in game.
And Rufy just shuts him down in 8 and 1 set.
Finish it.
Relationship between managers and players is kind of unique here. It's what I like to call toddlers leading toddlers. So some of them are really young themselves, so they don't really know what they're doing. So you see like the veterans here, the older guys, like they run it like a business.
These guys are lost. Let's go. You are demoralizing their minds. Let's go. Come on.
As an owner and a manager, I have to not only make sure that the organization is well run, but I also have to make sure that the players are well taken care of. So I hired coaches, we have weekly meetings, we have sponsorships, and we have sponsor presentations, we do media. I have to organize their practice schedules, I have to organize their tournaments, hotel reservations, plane flights. It keeps me busy, let's put it that way. We do have players that range anywhere from 13 years old all the way up to 23 years old. So for those that are below the age 18, I have to get the parents involved. So the parents actually get very excited to see what their son was doing in their bedroom actually turned into something that's quite exciting in real life.
The family all tunes in. We bring them up on the big TV, we watch them play, and everybody's excited for them. It's a big part of our life watching this boy.
Yeah, yeah.
They love it. I'm actually surprised how much they love it, but it's awesome.
He's always been into the games, and that's what he always did. And had several years of me telling him to get out of his bedroom, stop playing. But it was a few years ago when he started getting serious with it, and then all of a sudden he was traveling all over and becoming well known. So I kind of had to put some blind faith in it that he was doing the right thing, and I had to get a Twitter account. That's how I find out what I need to find out. I'm still a mom. When I walked in here today, I was just like, wow, this is the real deal, right? And then looking around in the stands to say, look at all these people, like they eat, breathe, oh yeah, Call of Duty.
We have fantastic viewership, we have the numbers, and that's really an important thing. If you're looking at it from a business point of view, bottom line, we bring in the viewers.
Esports is probably the first content category in the entire media landscape that's got TV level viewership without having to have traditional television distribution. It really is a digital sport.
You just got to look at business models such as the League of Legends LCS, which is the Call of Duty Championship equivalent. Last year they actually filled out the Staples Center for the World Finals.
With League of Legends, the United States recognizes those players as official athletes.
There are now a lot of people who don't play these games who are watching them.
And they're starting to be like, oh, I get the similar experience by watching games, by watching esports.
And I think that's the first indication that we've got that we can kind of break into a much larger mainstream market.
You can't call this a niche market anymore. When you have 45 million unique views every month on Twitch, that's just a gaming online website. That is not a niche. That is a movement.